Well, welcome back to Bay Area Focus. With practice areas ranging from housing costs to immigration status, the East Bay Community Law Centers help low-income residents tackle a variety of difficult topics. Tyrion Steinbach and Linda Tam from East Bay Community Law Center join me now. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Let's talk about the East Bay Community Law Center. And first and foremost, it is a free community-based law clinic. The key word, free, that provides crucial services to low-income residents in the Bay Area. Why don't we start with you first, Tyrion, and talk about what this means to residents who are reaching out for legal representation.
Absolutely. The Law Center, first of all, it's a free law clinic that was started by law students 25 years ago. And so the idea was to train lawyers, future lawyers, at the same time providing free legal services. So at this point, it's grown to be one of the largest provider of free services in the community. So clients who otherwise couldn't afford lawyers can come to us, and at the same time, we're training lawyers to care about this work and to care about people living in poverty who need legal services and can't afford lawyers.
Yeah, you said it's in conjunction with UC Berkeley. It's kind of like a teaching hospital to a medical school. So these students at UC Berkeley are actually representing clients. Is that correct?
Yeah, the law students do the exact same work that we do, and that's part of our job, is to actually expose them to practical skills, because those are skills that you actually don't get in law school. You don't meet with a client, you don't actually deal with real problems, you're just reading books. So it's a way for law students to get a jump on being a lawyer.
I'm reading about this. Over 5,000 clients each year reaching out to your service. And the largest training program for Berkeley Law School, 80 to 100 students each year. So it's funded how? Through UC Berkeley and private organizations?
About a quarter of our funding comes from the law school that supports the training program, and the rest we raise. We're a 501c3 nonprofit, and we raise money from individuals, law firms, foundations, government grants, and we have a wide range of supporters. Folks can donate online today at our website.
We'll show that too. Talk about some of the key cases for representation. We were talking about immigration. Is that correct?
So we work primarily with folks who are undocumented and who are trying to get legal status in the U.S. So we recently won a case stopping the deportation of a father of 3 disabled U.S. citizen children who had been here for over 20 years. So these are people who have ties and roots in the community, who have family who are here lawfully, and who are then able to stay in the U.S. and do what, you know, my parents came to do, which is to find a future and improve their lives and their children's lives.
How long has East Bay Community Law Center been around? Because you were saying there's so many lawyers out there, but not enough that are going to provide this free legal representation to those really in need.
We've been around for 25 years, and in that time we've trained over 1,500 lawyers, and many of them do go on to do public interest work in the community or do pro bono work when they go to work at a private firm. And so we hope that not only are we serving the 5,000 clients a year we serve, but also inspiring lawyers to care about this. There are 250,000 lawyers in California, and only 1/3 of 1% of them spend all of their time working for people who are living in poverty. We hope to grow that.
Let's talk about some of the youth education that's going on in the practice groups as well.
One of our newest program areas is Education in Youth Defense Project, and that work we're doing work both in the schools for kids who have special ed needs that aren't being met or have school discipline issues that need to be addressed. We're trying to help break the school to prison pipeline and provide a whole range of legal services, from special education all the way through to job access to education and employment services, so that kids really stay in school and stay out of the juvenile justice system.
How has it helped the students at UC Berkeley? It must just be an amazing chance to test out their legal credentials as well before getting actual bar certified, correct?
I think for some of these students, they don't have a lot of work experience. So not only is it providing, you know, a way to be a real lawyer and try that out, but to actually gain like job skills, and that, you know, that'll make them marketable in a pretty tough legal job market. and to really change also the way that they see these issues. I mean, these are complicated issues that we're dealing with. You know, immigration is, you know, so controversial now, and it's a really nuanced issue. And I think the law students, when they work at the clinic, they work with real clients, and they see that it's just not, it's not so black and white. They're real lives, and it's a very complex issue.
Their heart's in it without the actual paycheck yet, and so they've got the right intentions as well. You've seen a lot of growth, I'm sure, a lot of clients reaching out.
I think that with the recession and the current markets and the current housing crunch in the Bay Area, we've seen a lot more clients. And so training our students, getting volunteer lawyers to come work with us. We're trying to do the best we can to reach out to as many clients, to educate them about their rights and to represent them when we can.
Well, thank you for both being here and getting the word out and the message as well. Very important. All right, Tyrion and Linda, thank you. And for information on the East Bay Community Law Center's many services, you can log on to ebclc.org. That's ebclc.org. And coming up, we'll hear how youth radio enables young people to weigh in on current affairs issues. We'll be right back.